YouTube, what's good? This is your boy Lavish Life DJ Peck of Lavish Life Events. Welcome to the channel, welcome to the vlog. I'm certainly happy to have you here. Now, everyone's been asking about this. We're gonna go through my custom booth and I'll show you some of the modifications that I did and how I made it happen. This little thing that you're seeing covering the booth, I actually bought it off eBay. It's a cover that I had custom made. Alright, so first thing is, this is how I transport the booth. If you watch my previous video, you'll see that I bought or purchased this utility cart, which I've been using to just rest my controller when I had it in my controller case. This is great because I do have the hairpin legs on, but I'm still able to transport and move it around, and this thing is lightweight. I can move it with one hand. I have the camera in one hand and I'm moving it right now. So that's the first thing. The biggest thing that I want with this is it needed to be mobile, right? It needed to be transportable. Without anything on the bottom, and the bottom right now looks messy because I just came back from a gig, so I didn't have time to organize, but you can throw basically anything on the bottom, and that's the beauty of this thing. Without anything being on the bottom, I want to say this thing is probably 40 pounds, if that much. But let's take you from the outside in, and then I'll break this thing apart and I'll show you what I have on the inside and how I organize everything. So from the outside in, I already showed you the hairpin legs, and there's actually a video of me installing these. So basically that's how it's installed. I have my DDJ SR2, and this is just gaff tape around to cover and to make it look uniform. The great thing about this is once it starts to look faded, I can always replace it. This is a little grommet hole attachment that I got off Amazon, and it has, you know, my computer charger. I keep a MacBook computer charger always plugged in, and then this is my USB for my Serato, and I have that labeled. This actually, you know, sometimes when you're looking for solutions, you sort of stumble across something that works. This is a 35 millimeter sub pole attachment, and I attach it straight to the table, and inside I modified a monoprice computer stand, and I attach it, and you'll see it in a second. I attach it inside so that I just screw the monoprice stand right inside and it stays there. I bought this cup holder from eBay. That's the name of the company. So it's a cup holder slash headphone holder, and it just attach just like that, like with this screw. I have my Ape Lab remote. I have maybe like 10 of these remotes. So with my Ape Lab Maxis, I've been buying them one at a time, one every month basically. So I'm up to 10, and each time I buy them, I get a remote with them. I put a Velcro on this so it doesn't go anywhere during transport, and I can just leave this remote there so it's never forgotten. This is coming off. I have back there, when I open it, you'll see a USB multi-plug out, and this is just a charge, and as you can see, I labeled it charge. These This was interesting. You can use anything you want to get the DDJ SR2 or whatever control you have to keep it in place. This was a closet hanger wood that I wasn't using, that I measured and cut, and I screwed it from the inside, from the outside in, and then I have a Velcro attached to that. This is my booth audio, so I like to hear myself scratch and mix, so I use this to do that. This is great because it's also battery operated, so I can actually plug this whole thing in and hear myself mix without having to plug in any speakers. And I attach everything or run everything through my trusty handy dandy Yamaha MG06 mixer, and I have everything labeled. I'm actually gonna change this. I'm running the sound out via stereo right now, but I'm gonna change it to mono and run the sound from the DDJ SR2 mono into this, and just in this one line, and then the mic into this. Right now I have my mic over here, and this is my aux. So this is basically my sound backup. You can back up basically in many different ways. You can have, some people have 2 computers, some people have an iPad. I basically just use my phone as a backup with DJ Pro, and it's proven very helpful, because if my DJ controller goes down, I always have an extra phone plugged in with DJ Pro going, and I can easily just boom, turn it up. And this past weekend that actually happened, where something happened. I don't even know, I haven't figured it out yet with the sound here, and I quickly just turn on the aux. These 2 things coming out, or 4 things I should say, are my power to my speakers and my XLRs to my speaker. So in my previous gig log, which you probably already watched, you can see how everything comes out all in one, and I just tape them or wrap them around on the legs and bring them like just one long cord out. So that makes it very convenient. I actually have from Redco Audio, a little 19U 1U rack mount multi-plug out that has all of this installed. So once that comes in, we'll see where I'm able to put that. Alright, so let's lift this up and I'll show you the guts. So this is actually a perfect opportunity when I lift this up to show you this and how I installed. So from the bottom, that's what it looks like. And that thing right there is from the mono price. I had to drill a hole through the other side. It's tough to see it now, but I had to drill a hole through that so that it attaches and stays completely. So the attachment to the computer, the little, I don't know if you can, yep, you can see it right there. This piece here is, see how that's moving? That's attached with this thing here. Alright, so let's move that out the way. Alright, so this is the guts of the whole thing. That's my DDJ SR2 on top of these things here to keep it propped. That took some time to measure and to kind of figure out where I wanted that everything to be. But this is the USB multi-plug the hub that I talked about, and that's the red charger that I just showed you. So I try to be as neat as possible and wrap everything up so it's not a city of mess here. And before each gig, I actually open it up and just kind of make sure everything is nicely plugged. I am running GTD audio mics, and I'm actually going to look into one of those. Oh, the Redco audio actually have the antenna outs so that the antenna could be in a better position. This is going to my mixer. I labeled them left and right, and over here is a Furman. So everything is going through this Furman, the Furman plug power surge protector. More than a surge protector, it's actually a power conditioner. So everything that's powered is running through the Furman power conditioner. And that's the Yamaha MG06, and the outs, the XLR outs wrapped around, and this is what, you know, they're basically bolted down with these little bolts that I got from Amazon. If you Google cord management, you'll probably find all of these there, but it's coming out to both powers for the speaker and both XLR. So essentially I just wanted to get everything very, very convenient. I wanted to make sure that when I get to the venue, I'm not doing too much work to plug anything in. And I have a few things to do. If I wasn't running lights or anything like that, I can literally put my Evolve 50s both and walk in with just this one thing, and that's it. So that's what it looks from the side. That's the USB from the DDJ SR2, and I have my SR2 plugged in. Even though you don't need to, I like to have it plugged in. I think certain features work better if it's plugged in, if I'm speaking correctly here. But yeah, that's what it looks like. Kind of don't want to, but I want to show you, YouTube. I have to lift this thing up. So the DDJ SR2 is on top of Velcro, but let me lift it up and I'll show you what that looks like underneath here, if I can get it off. See, it's nicely secure there. So that's the GTD audio mic, and then this is my DOS speaker, and I actually put a hole when I ran it through the Rockville Totem to give it the podium look. I ran a hole through underneath here, you can't really see it, to run all my wires. To run my wires, I did this instead now. But yeah, hopefully that answers a lot of questions. I'm just here to say, man, you know, if you're watching this, if you're thinking about doing this, you can do it. There's no question. I mean, there's nothing hard about it. You buy the furniture from Amazon. I bought mine for $90. I saw them on sale now for 10% off. So you buy your furniture, you measure the space for whatever controller. In my case, it was the DDJ SR2, and you make sure, you know, you get something to prop it up. It doesn't have to be this, it could be whatever. If you can't do that yourself, then go to Home Depot and measure it out. And then you just run your wires like you would. You know, a lot of you are bringing DJ controller cases. Everything that's in the case, in my case, is here now, except it's a little bit more spread out. And this looks, I think, looks much better than the controller case. And I don't need a facade around this. I can literally prop this, you know, hold on, let me put this down. What I do when I get to the venue, when I roll in like this, what I do is I simply I just take that off. That's it. And there's my furniture. That's what it looks from the back end. The one thing I like about, so you don't have to get the furniture that I got. You can get any one of these desks, but there are a billion of these type of desks on Amazon. One thing I like about this one is it has a little thing here that slides in. So if I ever need to access like that, like boom, I just take it up. Let me show you one other thing too. Oh, if I can put that back. The other thing that I like is I don't attach the top portion. Let's put that right here. Oh, a few important things with this, the top portion. I don't attach the top portion. Actually, it came with these things here that, you know, a lot of you, when you get furnitures, that you're supposed to lock in into this place. You have a little screw or a little I don't know what you call it, that you put in here and you lock it in. I put mine in and I just keep it like that. And this is a guide for me when I have to take it off or put it back on. It's just a little, it has a little hole for it, and it shows me exactly, or it guides me to exactly where it needs to go. The other important thing that I want to show you is I had to cut out space for this guy here. So that's that space, and in the front I believe it was for this guy here, this and this guy. So my mic, which I don't use because I use my mic off of this. I run my mic through here, and my headphone. I do use the headphone, but you still have to cut out space so that the top sits flush down onto the table. But yeah, that's it. That is it. Really, friends, my DJ community, really, you can do this, man. You can do this. You got this. This is all you. This have you written all over it. And the one thing I like about this is it's so customizable. You can buy any type of furniture, any look. I'm looking into getting a black one and doing the same thing. You can change the legs. I'm looking into all different type of legs. I'm looking into possibly even doing like a little glass, like chandelier type thing in the middle. I'm looking into some crazy stuff. But the great thing about this is you're not bottlenecked or prisoned into one look. And again, no offense to the other booths that are out there, the ones that you buy, but with those, I feel like you get the look and it looks great, but you're stuck with that look. I think this has the opportunity to grow. My one drawback with this is because this is cheap furniture, I don't know how long this is gonna last, to be quite honest. But to me, it doesn't matter. This was $80. How many of you guys spend thousands on speakers, thousands on this? Like, you can literally buy 5 of these, 5 or even more, whatever. You can buy one every year and do the same thing, that and accessorize and change it. So $80. I'm actually gonna buy. Well, I already did. I have some. I'm gonna bolster this. A little angled metal here on either end to make sure that it lasts a little longer. But yeah, my clients love this. My clients love it. The wedding that I did this past weekend, I had people coming up and asking me, where I got this thing, and I told them I built it myself. When I did, you should see the look. No one believed me, and this is so easy. It's really easy. But I really wanted to share this with my DJ friends out there. I really wanted to share it with you. Because I think if we all step our game up, then it's just gonna force me to step my game up and force me to get better. Quick thing. So in my last DJ log, you saw this thing here. So this is what I'm talking about. You can accessorize. You can do all kind of crazy stuff. I just went to Home Goods with my wife and picked this out, and I was like, that's it, let's get that. So yeah, life is good, man. Life is good. Make sure you like, subscribe, support your boy. If you found this helpful, support your boy. Growing the YouTube is not my primary concern here, but it would be nice to have a lot of followers and be able to do a lot more of these things. Like I mentioned in my previous videos, I think my place with YouTube is to show and to demonstrate to you guys that you can get things accomplished and not necessarily spend thousands and thousands of dollars, and be creative. So, all right, stay lavish, my friends. Peace.